this Donald Trump, or is there a larger argument you're making about how this campaign should be run and what the conversation should be about?
Well, that's a good question. I think the larger question for me is to be able to say that, unlike Donald Trump, I am qualified to lead, that I have thoughtful views, that I've thought it through, that I seek out advice, that I know what I don't know and have the humility to recognize that and seek out the best advice that I can get. That's what a next president has to do. You can't just walk in thinking you know everything when in fact it's a complicated world. We're living in dangerous times. And that conversation is beginning to take hold in the Republican primary, and I think that's good.
He also appears, though, to have a following in the party that goes beyond that specific proposal that we've been talking about, the Muslim proposal. What do you make of the contours of this campaign in which he has a strong and durable following?
Look, he's a gifted politician, and he knows exactly what to say to garner support. People are deeply frustrated about Washington, about how it's not working, about how it looks like people are, divvying up the spoils, and the middle class has had declining income. Job growth is stagnant. There are reasons why people are angry, and he's preying on that, not offering tangible solutions. And ultimately, in places like New Hampshire particularly, I think people are going to want to have someone be the party's nominee that has plans, that has detailed plans and practical experience, maybe not based in Washington, but practical experience about how you solve problems and stick to it so that we can move our country forward again.
You mentioned that Donald Trump is playing on strength, talking about strength. Is there too much of a conversation about strength in politics? Does that create an appetite for big showy acts that help a candidacy like that?
Look, he would not exist were it not for Barack Obama. He is the anecdote in some people's minds to the politically correct, divisive policies of Barack Obama. At the end of the day, strength is not measured by the volume of your voice. It's measured by your fortitude, by your determination, by the things that strength always is measured by. And when people here particularly, they get to see all the candidates in New Hampshire in these early states, when they start figuring out who do you want to have sit behind the big desk, it's not going to be the entertainer-in-chief. It's going to be someone who can fit the role as commander-in-chief.
On the question of the nuclear triad, wasn't that a kind of a pop quiz kind of question? I mean, your brother was given a pop quiz question. That didn't say anything about his qualifications for the office, did it?
It was a pop quiz question, and he failed. You put an F on the scorecard. I mean, if you don't have enough intellectual curiosity to learn about the duties of being commander-in-chief, how do you expect people to believe that you're going to be serious when you get there? I mean, it was a question. I think Hugh Hewitt knew exactly what he was doing when he asked that question. In fact, by the way, he asked that question to every candidate on his radio show. It is a test, and he failed.